What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to the new legendary pilot that everyone needs, who has Scald Scourger and Incinerator, Peregrine Rain. We're using it here on the Typhon with Scourger and on the Fury with Incinerator. Ladies and gentlemen, this Fury is gonna kick some serious butt. Okay, so are you ready for it? Let's go. But first, welcome to today's sponsor, Mech Arena, the perfect robot shooter for your Android and iOS devices that has the perfect balance between a fast-paced and skill-based gameplay. Use my QR code on screen or the links below to test it for yourselves for free right now. Today I want to give you a feeling of how action-packed the games in Mech Arena are. You only have 5 minutes until the train arrives. That's enough for one match in Mech Arena, because it's built for action, tactics, and constant encounters on the battlefield. It's not a reflex shooter where you need perfect aim, but it still feels faster and more fluid than most other mech games out there. What I like about Mech Arena is the energy capacity on robots versus the energy consumption on weapons. Some robots simply don't have the capacity to do certain crazy builds, you know? And that I think is cool. There's also a lot of new stuff happening this month. Aside from the Battle Pass Season 7 for new amazing skins and goodies, there's also a new pilot Oksana and the new Voltaic weapons that mess with the enemy aim coming out. So yeah, stay tuned. Because Mech Arena is completely free to play on Android and iOS, and if you use my QR code on screen or the links down below, then you can kickstart your play with a $45 worth starter pack with a mil-spec skin, 500 A-coins and 70,000 credits. And then come find me in the game under the name Just the Money. So here we're back, and why is this pilot so important for everyone who uses Scald Scourger or Incinerator? Let me tell you, the pilot allows these weapons to bypass resistance, not by 100%, but by a really good amount. You see here I'm dropping other robots over there with the, even through Last Stand, which is really awesome that the bump meter can do this. And also, one thing you see me do here, and you'll see this a lot over the course of this video, is that I'm attacking sirens and harpies in the air when they fly. The reason is they get a second flight ability with the Clever Survivor or Deft Survivor pilot skill once they reach 50% on their HP robot, and most people do have this by now. And I love to ruin that second flight for them by, when they fly up, I just drop them a few bullets or a few rockets and drop them with the bump meter below 50%, so they don't get the 50% mark while they're on the ground. They already lose it in the air, and there goes their second flight. I love doing this. It's trollish, and yeah, this is just me. I'm a troll. Sorry. Yeah, and also I'm still I've taken a lot of damage here, but I'm also dishing out a lot of damage. See right here. Of course, one problem we still have is that the enemy energy shields are popping up. Couldn't get him down to Last Stand. These energy shields, the purple absorber shields, still pop up. It would be crazy if this pilot would allow the bypassing of absorber shields with these weapons. That would also be an interesting idea, right? That these weapons don't bypass resistance, they bypass the absorber shields. But you know, why is this even an idea in my head? It's because these absorber shields are so freaking annoying and overperforming overall in the world right now for me personally. But yeah, so let's keep destroying some enemies. I am slowed by the gravity amplifier battleship thing. Oh no, I was trying to hit him there. What is that? It's a bulwark. Oh no, it's a bulwark with a full energy shield. Ugh, takes forever to drop it down. In a few minutes, I'll be jumping into the Fury, ladies and gents, and ever since the Fury has gotten 3 passive modules here, bye Siren, I think the Fury is actually a good machine again. Here, let's drop this guy with his bulwark. Let's help to drop him at least. Oh no, he's jumping! It's a jumping bulwark. I can't believe it is. Okay, let's go. We have to get him. There we go. Ugh, it wasn't me, but that leech I can get even through his Last Stand and through his leech ability. Bam. Yeah, so that Fury, I don't know, I just love that Pixonic has given the Fury 3 passive modules, because it really means the Fury is able to fight in the meta now. You can equip a Last Stand, you can equip a nuclear amplifier, and still have room for an anti-control, you know? And the Fury really needs that anti-control, because it has no defensive abilities, so basically getting locked in the wrong place would mean death for the Fury. But now it has anti-control on top of the things, and yeah, it's just awesome. Pixonic, that was a really good move. I really love that you did this, and maybe you can even do this a few more times to certain, or with certain older robots, because, you know, they're older, they're already weaker than the new stuff. The modules would allow them to at least, you know, sometimes maybe you see some of them in this from someone who really loves this particular robot. For example, the Rogatka is one of those machines that is very popular, right? The Rogatka is a super popular robot. It was one of the oldest robots in the game and has a very special ability with that constant jumping, and it would even be attractive to be used even in today's meta somehow, at least as a beacon runner maybe. Yeah, having these 3 passive modules, well, it would make the Rogatka something I could even imagine myself using from time to time. Even if it's just for the fun factor, but with this old robot and no modules, or very few, it's difficult, you know. But yeah, so let's keep destroying. You see Titans right there are really taking a beating from Scourger, Incinerator, and Scout nowadays because of the fact that you bypass so much of their resistance. Not only does the bump meter bypass all resistance, right? Remember, the bump effect, when it triggers, it bypasses all resistance. It doesn't care about resistance at all. And now the weapons themselves with the basic firepower also do that. Who could have thought this guy has an energy shield? I was just hitting him, or trying to hit him with a blackout ability, and then I aim at him and I find out that this guy actually has an energy shield. Ugh. Who could have thunk it? Alright, let's keep going. I'm still in the game somehow with all my 4 weapons, and it's gonna be interesting. I'll be jumped on by a Scorpion, I think, sometime soon, or something, and I will still keep my weapons. It's so unusual. This is not Manni-Gaming. What's going on right here? Let me drop the shield from right around the corner here. So when I'm not firing at anything anyways, I may as well just do this. Let's go forward here. There's a dude, there's a friend coming up. Okay, here he goes. There's the enemy Scorpion. I hit him with a blackout. He's suppressed now, and he's done immediately after. Look, I'm at 10,000 HP, and I still have all 4 weapons. Dude, this is a really new thing. But I've also said this a few times. If there was a regular pilot skill, not a legendary pilot skill, just a regular pilot skill that would allow you to prevent the loss of weapons and legs upon reaching critical HP levels, I would use that skill on most of my robots, because I fall victim to this so often. And I'm so sick of losing my weapons, and then losing maybe a potential fight in the end, because I'm lacking the firepower to win it, you know? Yeah, so, Pixonic, if there was any idea, or if there was any free, you know, any intention to add maybe a pilot skill, yeah, it would be awesome to have a pilot skill like that. So, let's get into the Fury, finally, ladies and gents. 23 versus 17 in Team Deathmatch. We should be good. There's an enemy long-range sniping Nodens. But look what I'm doing to this poor, what was that, Luchador right there. He's hiding now behind the wall, but I'm finding a moment to hit him here. Pop, pop, there we go. Then we have the battleship meter against the Hood, the guy from the Hood clan over there. And now, once he comes out, see what I do to him? I'm triggering the bump effect, and the regular weapons bypasses resistance as well. He's going down so incredibly fast. And then I thought this bump effect is gonna kill him. Somehow it doesn't. And now I have a Scorpion problem. Don't you all know these are the regular Scorpion problems you have once in a way? once upon a time, there was no Scorpion. And ever since it came, we all have a bit of a Scorpion problem from time to time. But now, I solved it thanks to the support of my friends, and look how fast the Alming is dropping. Look at this. Cool, I get a jump on by a friendly Demeter. That is really awesome. I love that. I very rarely have this luck in this situation to have a Demeter like that coming in. Let me drop that guy up there. Look how fast he's going. Bam, 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 bam. At first I was someone helping. At the end I think I was the only one hitting him, and he went down so fast. The Fury is fun, ladies and gents. I really love the Fury now with the 3 passive modules. It is actually one of my favorite robots, because it's stylish and it's like the typical war robots thing, you know? The Fury has been in the game for such a long time. It still offers a good mobility overall, a high firepower, and also a decent durability as well. So it's really not a bad robot. if you count away the fact that it really has no ability, right? It has no ability whatsoever, and it's still somehow good or useful, you know? It's really cool. I like this about the Fury, and of course, we don't see the Fury having like a special ability like a jump or a shield or some kind of resistance gain when he does something, invisibility or anything. He has nothing, right? For this, there's the Behemoth. The Behemoth does have more firepower, and it now has, thanks to the legendary pilot, additional resistance when he's in stationary mode, or more mobility in the walking mode, you know? So the Behemoth is basically that new Fury that you want if you want to have that maximum firepower together with something that keeps you in the game. Despite that, and despite everything I've been saying about the Behemoth, the Fury is still kind of more stylish. Yeah, the Fury still has more style to it because it's such a special machine in War Robots itself. Being there for so long, being so, how do you say it? I don't know the word that I'm trying to say. It's basically like an iconic thing for War Robots, is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Yeah. So. Yeah, let's get this guy out of the way. He got really deleted by so many players at the same time. But look how much damage I also took from this. Okay, so time has ran out. We've got 36 versus 21. And bop, into the next match. Using our Scourger Typhon robot here till the end. I really believe this the Typhon is one of the most dangerous robots to face in the battlefield. Not only with Scourgers or so. You can also run flamethrowers with it. It's so dangerous. And here's that one-on-one I've been talking about. We are gonna fight now this Khepri with his high resistance, you know? A Khepri has incredible resistances, and it's not really a one-on-one though, because I just realized there's a Scorpion helping me. Let me just show you how well I can drop this Khepri once my Scorpion buddy is gone. I'm slowing him down and suppressing him. And then I'm coming in. Boom, look how fast he's going down. That's a Khepri robot, and they are usually incredibly hard to take down. And that was like 30% of his health in 5 seconds at 3. And that's unusually fast and easy for a Khepri kill, you know? And that is based off the new bypass. Oh gosh, the shield came up just then. That's because of the bypass of resistance, or most of the resistance, with the basic shots as well. Before the legendary pilot Peregrine Rain, what you had to do is the only way to deal damage was to basically trigger the bump effect. But now the bump effect is only part of what's doing the damage, and the regular weapons also now count. Here we go. There's one guy. I wanted to fight one guy. All of a sudden, there's a second guy jumping in. A third guy joins the party. Yeah, it just turns into a giant party. A fourth guy just spawns there. All of a sudden, out of a one-on-one, this has become a 4-on-1. Not very cool, but I now lock this guy down, and I can trigger the bump effect on him and hit everybody around him too. I like the Scourgers, man. I think they're really good. Scourger, Skeld, Incinerator, they're all really awesome now. Because they do great damage with the bump trigger and great damage with a regular weapon hit now too. Even against a Fenrir or a Khepri or things that are very hard to take down with the resistance. Pam! Wait a minute, you are supposed to die. He didn't. He got 2 bump effects and he's still there. Stop being there. Yes, go away. Thanks. Okay. Alright, so there we go. That guy was gone. This guy's still here. Let's bump effect kill him. Pam! And then trigger bump effects right in the middle of these enemies, which means I can hit so many of them. Then we hit the Ravana right there with his with the blackout, so it means he can't go into his transcendence ability. It's one of the only things that is really dangerous to a Ravana. Have you thought about this, or have you ever considered this? The Ravana is almost impossible to be killed because he can literally make himself invincible all the time. But the one thing that prevents this is the Erebus and the Typhon robot, and also maybe the Erebus, Typhon, and what's the other one? Our community robot. What's it called? I can't find the name right now. The Blackout robots. They can do this, you know, and they are one of the only things that are dangerous. Although I think the other robot I'm thinking about doesn't disable abilities, does it? It only adds corrosion, lockdown, and suppression. but it doesn't add the blackout. The Erebus does that, and the Typhon robot does that with a blackout and ability disabled. Nice. I'm upset that I can't find the name for the robot I'm looking for right now. Huh. Ah, dang it, it doesn't come to me. You probably are screaming at your phones right now the name that I'm looking for, but I can't hear you, sorry. So yeah, for now, this has been it, ladies and gentlemen. 2 million damage, only with that Scourger Typhon. I like the new pilot. I think it's really good. We have to find a solution against the Absorber Shield pop-ups, and then we can actually start dealing damage again. So for now, this has been it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching, have a good one, and see you in the next video. Manni signing off. Bye-bye.